Hello everyone, my name is Huang Fu. I'm 8 years old. I live in the city and study at Ledong Primary School. Nice to meet you. Today we are gonna to read our book, Chapter 8. I can't get up the next morning. Come on, Ella, breakfast, Jack calls. He keeps knocking at my door. Then he walks into my room, pats me on the shoulder. Ella, I keep my eyes closed and shake my head. Look, you might not want any breakfast. But the guinea pig starts squeaking away, very hungry. But I won't even wake up for butterscotch. My head hurts and my tummy's turning. I can't see the thought of staggering through another day without Mom. I don't know what to do. I don't think she's ever going to get better. Doesn't make any difference what we do. I can't wake her up. Jack can't. She won't even put her arms around Samson. I suppose that would make her better. He practically promised he would, but he was totally useless. And last night when Jack and I were at the hospital, those nurses said, I started crying again, thinking about it. Jack and I were sitting behind the curtain on either side of Mom, holding her hands. The nurses didn't have any idea we were there. They were all walking along, sensible to squeaking on a polished floor, chatting about who they wanted to win on the X Factor. Come and help me turn the winters, said one. Poor Sue, said the other. I don't know why they are keeping up the pretense. I think it's cruel. It's obvious she's never ever going to recover. And then they drew the curtain and saw us sitting there. They gasped, horrified, and started talking terribly quickly and earnestly about some other patients. Obviously hoping we hadn't heard, but of course we heard every awful word. Now the terrible words played backwards and forwards across my brain like a ping pong ball. Never ever, never ever, never ever. They are at it now, so I burrow further down under my vest. The pillow rises over my head. I'm not moving, no matter how hard Jack shakes me. All right, chum, he says. Don't worry, I know how you are feeling. You can stay there. So I don't go to school. I hold up in my bed, barely moving. I wonder if Mom feels like this. Maybe she would open her eyes and sit up and speak. But it's just too hard for her at the moment. I have to get up around 11:30 because I need to go to the loo so badly. When I come out of the bathroom, Jack's there waiting for me. He looks awful too. Bright bags under his eyes, his hair tousled, bristles on his cheeks and chin, ready for breakfast now. I'm struck. I'm sick of soggy cornflakes. I know we will have a brunch. I will make us bacon sandwiches and never fail. I'm not the lightest bit hungry, I say, but the smell of sizzling bacon as I wash and rest makes my nose twitch. I suddenly feel ravenous. We eat 2 bacon sandwiches each. They are good, huh? Says Jack. Burly golden toast, really crispy bacon. Delicious. Jack, do you think if someone cooked bacon sandwiches beside Mom, she does starts to be hungry and wake up? Well, it's a good idea, but I'm not sure it would work. Can we go and see her this afternoon? I'd rather you went to school this afternoon, but okay. I haven't got enough energy to bully you, and it's better do a bit of schoolwork here at home. I don't want you falling behind. Excuse me. I got phone Miss Anderson and asked her to send you some work. You don't need to check. I work on my whale project. Yes, that's coming along a street, but you need to practice your literary skills and do some intensive writing. No problem, I say. Jack is busy sending emails and making phone calls out in the hall. I write a story about a long ago whaling ship going hunting for whales. I know there is a famous classic book about a man hunting great white whale called Moby Dick. So I play around with that idea in my story. I cite my ship is run by three female pirates. Scary women clenching cut lashes in their teeth. They are all hunting a big blue whale called Blue Check. They spot him spouting, and the four bravest pirates wailing woman crawl into a little rowboat. Harpoons at the ready. They roll madly at a Blue Check, and one of them wants him with a harpoon. His far away blue whale spreads all year. It comes swimming up from the depths of the ocean. They gather together in the picky seas of the deadly harpoon and plucks it from Blue Check's back. Then they all open the great mouths and swallow the four pirate whalers whole. They eat 4 tons of food today, so pirate woman is just a tiny little snack. They all leap up and splash so all of their flux that they make a tidal wave in a big pirate ship and it's bowed right over. It sinks with all its crew. Down, down, down to the bottom of the sea. I get my felt tips and saw the wrecked ship and 15 pirate ladies lying dead on the sandy bottom and fish swimming all ransom. Then I saw 4 great big blue whales at the top of the picture. I make little porthole windows in their stomachs so we can see an eaten up pirate lady inside each one. Jack comes into the kitchen and glances at my picture. Good heavens! That's a scan of mighty carnage. It's a very good drawing, but I thought you were having a go at writing a story for me. I've written it. Look, this is his illustration. Oh, I get it. Henry Dizzy smiles as he reads, which is odd because it's a scary and tragic story, not just like just be funny. It's very good. It's very imaginative, and you are used lots of great descriptive words. Jack says, I just give you that story full marks and a great big tick. You can mark it for me with a red pen, I say. So Jack writes 10, brilliant story, Ella. Well done, and you give me an enormous big rating. Shall I take it to show Mom? I say, I know she can't see the pictures, but I could describe it to her. And you could read her the story, says Jack. Yes, great idea. Ready to go at? We have got some ladies to see before the hospital. I've been fixing up appointments. Ladies who can look after little Sam while we are both out at school. He's coming out of hospital today. Yes, he needs to start a bit of family life. Poor little chap. I can't stand the thought of being stuck in the nursery all the time. But what about Mom? We will bring him with us to visit her every day. So he will be with us in the evenings and all through the night and in the early morning. Yep, it's our baby. So we will live with us. How do you know how to look about at the baby, Jack? How hard can it be? We will feed him and change him. You can do the then change him and give him a bath and put him to bed in his special cot. Plus give him lots and lots of cuddles. He's the bargain, Ella. You don't have to change him. You don't have to bath him or feed him. Not if you don't want to. But you must give him lots of cuddles. I cuddle him too. But I'm all hard and hairy. You are little smooth and soft, like a mini version of your mom. You must cuddle him so he knows what it feels like to be loved by a mommy. Yes, I will cuddle him lots, I promised. I said solemnly. I'm good at cuddling. I hook Butterscotch out of his cage and hold him tenderly to my chest. He squeaks and scrabbles for a few seconds and then relax. I stroke him. His fur's so soft. Look, Jack. Yes, you are great with him. You will be even greater with a little brother. We set him up in the car to meet the childminders. You come in with me too, right? Yes, Jack, says Jack. You imagine yourself a little baby and work as a witch one you'd sooner have looking after you. The first one you'd sooner have looking after you. The first one, Mrs. Chambers, is the social worker recommended. Cecily sounded very pleasant on the phone. Mrs. Chambers lives in a neat black and white house with a very tidy garden. No dandelions for butterscotch here, says Jack, and he knocks on the door. Mrs. Chambers opens it immediately, a dazzling smile on her face. She's wearing a bright white overall to match her dazzling teeth. Mr. Winters, do come in. And is it a daughter? I'm his stepdaughter, I said quickly. We are shown through the pale cream hallway into the children's playroom. A little boy sitting on the floor, playing with building blocks on a rug. A toddler girl is staggering around the room, pushing a dog on wheels. Here's my little family, says Mrs. Chambers. This is young Sam. You are building a tower block, aren't you, sweetie? And this is little Molly, talking doggy for a walk. Sid and Molly stare at us solemnly. Molly sneezes and Mrs. Chambers rushes forward with a tissue to wipe her rippy nose. That's better, dear, she says brightly. She throws the tissue away in her bed and goes into the kitchen. We hear her washing her hands thoroughly. I can't help thinking Mrs. Chambers will give herself a circle shrub that took up to her armpits. She makes Jack and me a cup of tea. I try to sit out straight and not learn a hope for chocolate biscuits, but Mrs. Chambers says she doesn't want to spoil our lunch. She shows us she cooking a very healthy fish pie for little Sid and Molly. I don't believe in that tin rubbish for small children. I don't want to eat out of a tin, and so I'm not going to serve it to my child. And she said, little Sam, Mr. Winters, I will feed him the very best formula milk and get him onto solids in a matter of months. I will give him a tip-top care. I know she will look after Sam splendidly Jack says as we walk down the path to the car. Like I said, she's the one the social worker recommended. She looks at me anxiously. What do you think, Ella? I think she's too clean and smiley and sensible. She's like a lady in adverts. She doesn't seem real. That's true. What if our Sam takes after me and is a scary little top?
Tyke.
Hi, little tyke. Maybe this is not the right one for us. We want someone a bit more laid back for our little boy. Mrs. Brown is so laid back she barely moves. Excuse me. That's true. What if our Sam takes after me and... Oops, sorry. Mrs. Brown is so laid back she barely moves. Once she showed us inside the flat and she lodged on the sofa, her great mouth of tummy straining against her tracksuit buttons. I'm not sure if she's having a baby herself or if she's got very fat. She's smiling when a little boy trapped into a baby chair, sucking on a crust of bread as he watches television. He's suddenly scruffy. He's got jam all around his mouth and his nose is running, and there are stains all down his jumper. But he looks happy enough. He kicks legs and grins at Jack when he walks beside him to say hello. I keep my distance, breathing shallowly. Pretty sure his napping is changing. Jack tries to tell Miss Brown all about Sam, and she smiles and nods. Don't worry, I'm sure he will be fine with me. All my babies are very happy, and you are a happy boy. Are you ducks? She says, giving the baby in the chair a little nudge. He giggles at her and ripples all down his chin. I'm sure Sam would be very happy with her too, says Jack. When we get back in the car, I'm not too sure about it. I wouldn't want him stuck in front of a television all day long. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky. I keep thinking of your mom, Ella, and what a lovely job she does make of bringing up our boy. All these other women just seem wrong. No one would ever be as good as Mom. I agree. We don't say anymore as we write to the last lady on the list, Mrs. Smallwood. We don't speak because we are both trying not to cry. Mrs. Smallwood lives in a little old house at the very end of a street. It's covered in ivy with a wild and tiny garden. though there are lots of rose bushes, some still in bloom. Mrs. Smallwood herself is little and quite old. She's got a soft gray sperm curling all over her head like a dandelion fluff. She smiles as she opens the door. A delicious, warm, savory smell escapes. Mrs. Smallwood, says Jack. She laughs. Nobody calls me that, dear. I'm Auntie Mavis to one and all. So you are the poor gentleman with the sick wife? And who are you, darling? She says, rubbing my cheeks with her fingers. I'm Ella. I'm a stepdaughter. It's my mom's who's sick. You poor little lamb. Well, come in. We go into her house. The hall is choker, a block with toys, a brush, a long cart, a spinning top, a toddler trike, beach balls, and a family of floppy teddies. In an alcove, there's a cardboard box with a rug and a cushion in it, a saucepan and several spoons and some old dresses and shoes. Straight down the stairs, we've been playing house and cooking and dressing up, says Auntie Marvis. Come and say hello to my girls. She opens the kitchen door. There are two smiley faced little girls sitting at the table with big beads tied around their necks. The curly sleeves are rolled up as they stab at their food with plastic forks. The girls are comically identical, with big blue eyes, pink cheeks, and tiny bunches tied with cherry wobbles. This is Lily, and this is Maggie. Say hello, girls, says Auntie Morris. She's reaching for two more plates and getting half-shelled sherbets by out of a oven. We have everything, says Lily, or maybe Maggie. So, have a nice day and see you soon. Goodbye, friends. See you later.